today we'll be making an adorable ruffle deco mesh wreath. What you will need, I have a 14-inch wreath ring, an adorable sign for the center. I have some deco mesh, 6-inch wide deco mesh, Chanel stems, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to layer my mesh one roll on top of the other. I'm going to go with the multicolor roll on top of the green. You can also add in white if you choose to do so, but I just ultimately decided to go with these colors. I'm going to roll it to a nice little point, just like this, and I'm going to tie it in a knot on the innermost ring. Just like that. And then I'm just going to pull my mesh through the first space. Try to keep it layered as much as possible. And the size of the poofs, that's completely up to you. Just make sure they are all uniform, or as uniform as possible. So I'm making a poof in each of my 3 sections. Just like that. And then scrunch it together. Twist my mesh a couple of times. And then start back on the first inner space. And make 3 more loops. I like to go with 2 rows of loops in each of my 6 sections. I feel like that makes a decent sized wreath. If you want it larger and poofier, then you can definitely add 3 rows. You can make your poofs larger, whatever you prefer. So this is what it's looking like so far. And then once I get all of my bundles in place, I'm going to separate the bundles just to make it even poofier and fluffier. Alright, I'm going to continue going all the way around the wreath. Once you run out of mesh, then just tie a knot at your stopping point and take 2 more rows of mesh and start over with the exact same method. Tying a knot and then continuing on with your loops. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of my mesh. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off of the roll. And I'm going to pull it through. And then I like to kind of twist it like that to make it a little easier. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. So another way you can do it is kind of tie the mesh in a knot with the new mesh when you start to run out, if you don't want to tie it in a knot on the wreath ring. So that's another option. I do both. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And just make sure it's at a point where it's not on top of the loop. Alright, so I have all of the mesh in place. It looks so cute and poofy just like this. You could honestly leave it this way. But I'm going to put this adorable sign in the center. And all 3 would be a little tight. So I think I'm just going to go with just the top 2. And then you can also separate the layers to make it even poofier. I do like to do that sometimes. It looks so cute and precious with the striped mesh that I want to keep it layered this time around. But you can separate it if you choose to do so. Okay, so I'm going to just cut the top little hanger, flip it over, and I'm not going to use the bottom portion, so I'm just going to cut that off, set it to the side. I'm going to put these together and hot glue them in place. Take 2 stems, twist them together to form one long stem for the top and one for the bottom. And then I'm going to also hot glue those in place. Then I'm going to place it in the center of my wreath. To find the actual wreath ring, and twist my stem around the wreath ring a couple of times just to make sure it's nice and secure. And I'm going to do this with all 4 stems. All right, and you are all done. It looks so cute, simple, and easy to make. Modify the colors, the style. You can add in a big bow, any additional embellishments you'd like. Just have fun with it and make it your own. Even cute little artificial fruit, you can hot glue those in place all the way around the wreath. Again, you can separate the layers if you choose to do so. I do that sometimes, but for this specific wreath, I decided not to do so.